Good morning, everybody. So just real quick before I get started with the shave, just want to let you guys know that these marks you see here aren't from my aren't from my girlfriend being abusive to me. I'm sure she heard that. But these are from a jellyfish sting that I got, specifically for those familiar, a man-of-war. If you don't know what a man-of-war is, basically this jellyfish that kind of just floats. It's got kind of this bubble for a head, and then it's just got a tentacle that runs down. The one that got me, tentacle is about 1.5 feet, so I'll just show you real quick. It got me on my neck right here, on my shoulder. It wrapped around to my back, and then there's a little bit more down there. Came and got me all the way across my chest, and then yeah, so if you see these red marks, that's what they are. Just happened to me yesterday. But okay, aside from that, let's get into the shave. So today's shave is gonna be pretty cool. I received a sample. This is it right here. This is Tangerine Creeper from the Holy Black. I'm not super familiar with the Holy Black products. This is going to be my first one, but my buddy Sean Mason, thank you, man, when he sent me, I'll just show you the razor right now. Well, here's the brush. So this is going to be the That Darn Rob. I asked him what brush I should use since, you know, he sent me the sample, and then the razor he sent me is also from him, so I figured I'd let him pick. He said go with the synth so that I don't have to use a ton of the sample up. Good point. So we're going with the That Darn Rob Boss Knot, going with the Sprecher. I figure I'm going to make Sundays Sprecher Sundays, just so that I can get my week started off with that beautiful blade. And then I have the sample whipped up in this Vanulay mug, or not mug, shaving bowl. I don't know why I said mug, but as you can see, it's got the honeycombs in there. I only have one kind of criticism of the bowl, and that is that the ridges of it, when you feel the inside, they feel slightly sharp. The finish isn't rounded per se, so not a huge deal, but I feel like possibly if you're using a natural hairbrush, especially the silver tips with their more, you know, soft tips, and you try to lather in that, I feel like it could potentially damage the tips. You know, I don't really know. I'm not an expert on bowls and brushes and stuff, but that's just what I think. So that would be my only criticism. I mean, I'm sure you could just take some sandpaper and run it over a little bit, but you know, that's just what I think. Also, this is pretty cool. This is a mug that I got at Oshkosh. It's a 787, I don't know, yeah, there you go, it comes out. And then it is actually modeled to look like the engine. The engine has these scallops right here, so pretty cool. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. But yeah, so I'm not too familiar with the Holy Black's products. This is going to be my first one. I do understand that this is a different formula for them. This is a tallow. The consistency of the sample was pretty much like a cream, I'd say. It's more similar to my Art of Shaving, how the sample kind of hardened up, so it's, I mean, it's too soft to be a crope in my opinion, but whatever, who cares. But yeah, this is going to be pretty cool. From what I understand, this is a mentholated feel with no menthol, so it doesn't mess with the scent. It's a very nice tangerine citrus scent. I love citrus, so yeah, sorry.
Kind of rambling. Get my face wet.
So I'm going to do a little bit of a different lather than what I did yesterday. I just kind of painted it on. I like to try and work it in today. I know it's already, made, but I just like to get the lather worked in a little bit more. Okay, starting to feel a little bit of the kind of cooling menthol sensation. That's pretty cool. Okay, so this isn't quite a menthol feel. It is cooling, but it does feel different compared to menthol. I don't know quite how to explain it. Yeah, it's definitely really, really cool though that they got, they can do this, so. Exciting stuff. Let's see how it performs. So, Sprecher, I'm sorry man, I still don't know how to say that name. Then I use a little bit too much today. I didn't even use that much, so that's cool. A little goes a long way with this stuff. See how the sideburns are doing. Length looks pretty good, so don't need to fix that. All right. Soap is nice and protected, so feels good so far. That cooling is really starting to kick in now, so yeah, it just feels a little bit different to menthol. I'm not quite sure how to explain it, but it does feel very similar. It's very cool, but yeah, I'm not too sure. So, or just get this back on. Nice to know that this sample will last me pretty much the rest of my life, because I just have way too much stuff now. So I'm not too sure how frequently I'll get back to this. But yeah, Sean sent me a very generous sample. So I really appreciate that, man. Alright, looks good to me. And if this goes similarly to my last Sprecher shave, this is the last pass. So, let's see if I can. So I'm trying to find a way I can that seemed to work fine. So I guess right before, might have got myself right there. Just go right here. So the cooling sensation is really hitting me hard. So the fact that there's no menthol, I might have taken off a little bump, oh well. But the fact that there's no menthol in this is really cool. Alright, excellent shave as always with the Sprecher. And let me just give my face a rinse real quick. make sure my estimate was correct. Yep, all clean. I both love and hate that it does that. I love that it gets me clean in 2 passes, just a real, you know, just shows the skill of Sprecher and his home. Can get me clean in 2 passes, and I hate that I don't get to use the razor more because I'm done so quick. So. Alright. Post shave is pretty good. You know, it's not top tier. Yeah, I'd say it's actually maybe almost not even as good as the Shave and Sailor soap, so it's not the best, but it's okay. That's just for, you know, post-shave feel of the cream. And then Sean also sent me a very generous sample of the Splash, so that's what we'll be going with. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I gotta double check. I keep saying there's no menthol, but I haven't even fact checked that. I might be completely wrong and there is menthol, but it just doesn't smell like there is, so. Hopefully I'm not just spouting a bunch of nonsense right now. Okay, I get it. This morning. Alright, so went with that darn raw brush Boss Knot. I'm gonna have my girlfriend shave the back of my neck, so I'm gonna save that lather. Went with the Max Sprecher razor, 8/8, quarter hollow, Spanish point. Wonderful, wonderful razor. Went with the sample of the Holy Black Tangerine Creeper in my Vanille lather bowl. So like I said, great bowl. Just my one, I guess, constructive criticism of it is the edges of the honeycombs do seem a little sharp in some places. So personally, I'd like to just, if that could be fixed, bowl is perfect. It's a nice size, fits well in the hand, has this nice little ridge so that you can, I put my thumb on it right there. I guess you could also hold it like this if you wanted to, lather like that, but I like this. This is a nice comfortable hold for me to lather with. So, yeah, great little bowl, good price. So definitely check that out. Glad I have another lather bowl now so I can finally get to all those samples. And finished off with the Tangerine Creeper aftershave sample. So, excellent shave. Well, did get myself a little bit. I forget how sharp this edge is because it is so smooth, so. But oh well, it happens. But yeah, man. Can't get over how clean that is. Awesome. So, thank you for watching. Video tomorrow. You know, the whole like, subscribe thing, I guess. You know, if you don't want to, that's fine too. But, see ya.